So this is a great way of using up leftover cooked ham, and it's so tasty, great for a family event, get together, everyone can help themselves. It's a very simple recipe. First I'm going to show you how to make a tomato salsa. I have cherry tomatoes which are lovely, small and sweet. Into the bowl with these I'm going to put in some cucumber. So I've just cut the cucumber nice and small, removed the seeds, cut into small little dice, and this dice is known in cookery terms as a brunoise, small little cube. Then we have some chilli. That's where a little bit of kick comes in, and that's Mexican food. It's quite spicy, it's very refreshing too at the same time. Then we have some garlic, so 2 cloves of garlic here, just chop them or you can crush them, and then we have some red onion. So this is all going to go in to our tomato salsa. In goes the onion, which is finely diced, and I suppose this is what takes the longest time really. So what I'm going to put into this is some chopped coriander. So good tip for you when you're keeping any herbs fresh at home is to damp tea towel, a little bit of cold water, and this keeps it nice and fresh. Gather it all up, curve your fingers, and I'm going to chop this. So I don't want it too finely chopped. So that goes into your bowl. We're going to put the juice of a lime. You can zest it if you wanted to. Squeeze that in there, and that gives a lovely, lovely refreshing aftertaste. And then we just finish it with some olive oil and salt and pepper. So a good drizzle of the oil, a pinch of some salt, and then some pepper. So just combine everything together in the bowl. So that's done, happy with that. Now we're going to do a very simple guacamole, and this is a chunky guacamole. The main ingredient in this is avocados. Press it. If it's not ripe, leave it in your kitchen for a few days. So simply just with a serrated edge knife, just be careful doing this, take your time. You split it in half, give it a twist, and that's perfect, absolutely perfect. So just with the knife, just simply shake it, and then you can pop that, remove the stone. Now when the avocado is nice and ripe, get a spoon, and then just simply scrape this out here. So this all comes out. And you can only do this when the avocado is nice and ripe. So you can crush this with a fork. I'm just going to chop it really, really roughly. That's why we call it a chunky one. So just into nice big cubes. I suppose that's the beauty about this kind of a dish. Everything is very quickly assembled, put together, and then just everyone can help themselves. So chop this nice and chunky. So this goes all into the bowl. We're going to get flavour into this because avocado really on its own is quite insipid. We're going to get again some more chilli and some garlic. So your chilli is chopped, and this is quite an interesting, it's a little bit of yogurt, it lightens it. You can use some creme fraiche, but yogurt is really good in this. So a little bit of natural yogurt, or you can use Greek style yogurt. And then some spring onion. So the yogurt is the binding kind of like ingredient in this that makes it nice and saucy. So watch your fingers when you're doing this, a little bit of spring onion. So this goes all into the bowl. And then a little pinch of salt and pepper. You can put coriander into this, you can put a little bit of chili oil, you can vary. There's so many different recipes for guacamole. This is just a really simple, quick one. So say you're doing a nice piece of glazed ham, you boil it, you glaze it. But what you do is then you shred it, kind of like pulled pork. And this is delicious, even in an omelette. It's so good in a sandwich, so you don't waste this, full of flavour. Even with pasta, it works really, really well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring my plate up. We have these taco shells. So this is where the fun begins, really. Before I do that, I'm going to put a little bit of salad. This is baby gem or cos salad. So I'm going to cut this nice and thin. I've just washed the salad. So just get your taco shell. This is where the fun begins. You get a little bit of the salad. Next we have the tomato. A little bit of the guacamole. And then for me, the star of the show, the cooked ham. We're not finished yet. A little bit of cheddar cheese. And then just sprinkle that over. And that sits in the plate. And then just, what I like to do is just 2 extra bowls, scrape in the guacamole, pile it nice and high. So if anyone wants extra, they can help themselves. And just with the salsa, just always give it a good mix through and pile it nice and high. Garnish it with coriander, but I think you pass that around, let everyone help themselves. And I think that is a real fun, delicious and tasty recipe. That is my taco. I'm using the quality assured cooked ham, tomato salsa and guacamole. And remember, always choose food with the Board BA quality mark so that you know where your food comes from and that has been produced to the highest Board BA quality standards.